first episode of the 3 Count Out podcast. My name is Era V1. I'm just here at the top to give you the intro. I was not present for the recording. This is the second half of the massive 2-hour chonker that they recorded without me last week. So this is the tail end of that. This is going to be, I think, a lot of football in this one. So stay tuned. But listen, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I'm going to be back at the end to do the outro. I'm going to go ahead and throw it off back to the guys. We can pick up where we were last week when we talked about the WWE King of the Ring and AEW Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing happened last night. That was fucking insane. I can't believe Jack Perry got lit on fire. Holy shit. Listen. It's gonna be maybe a little bit of a shorter one, all right, because it's the tail end, but there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming up. So make sure that you guys stay tuned to the end. I'm gonna run through all that in the outro. Let's go ahead and get back into the episode.
TNA, we'll provide some filler matches. We'll provide some good content. You have us on. You pay us. What do you think they're getting paid? Like $20? $20 a night?
Joe Henry's probably
I'm
getting
sure
like
the wrestlers
35.
are getting paid okay. But, I mean, whoever's doing the production value and setting up their matches should definitely be fired.
Didn't you say just like the cameras are switching and you said like the cameraman quit at one point throughout the night?
So I'm sure he must have like dropped the fucking camera or the mount broke or something, because like you're looking and then there's just like a camera looking square at the goddamn ground and you're like, bruh, what's happening? Meanwhile, WWE's making sure you're getting the ass shots. Now, have you seen that? Did you watch?
Did I watch
Did
what?
you watch? I think SmackDown did it, and then AEW did the same thing. I think they're taking pages off of each other where they're like, all right, now really zoom in on the ass crack while you can.
Yeah, that's where the power is.
Get while the getting's hot.
Because all of a sudden you're watching and you're like, what? Normally when a woman's being pinned, they like kind of turn away, and now it seems like the first shot is right there.
His ass.
It's Kevin Dunn at home. He's like
booty.
sneaking. He's like, I'm gonna get my camera shots one way or the other.
I could have been doing the same thing, but nobody liked it when I did it.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe TNA hired him.
Oh
That would
no!
explain a lot.
I mean, that's
That
how
would
they're saving
explain
money on their
so
high
much.
school production
Who that'll
team.
teach him? I'll join TNA. Be the best cinematographer ever.
Are you saying it with buck teeth?
I am.
You gotta stick your tooth front. You gotta stick your tooth front.
Ayo, pants. I'm not sure my
Yep.
cadence changed.
Yo, Vince, it's me, Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn.
Is that how he talks?
Verbatim, word for word, Mike.
Damn.
Tell me I'm wrong. I bet you can't, because no one knows what he sounds like.
I treat women with respect.
I avert my eyes when they're getting paid, like a good Christian man.
I shoot
Allegedly.
their butt, but I keep my eyes closed.
Right, Kevin, are you peeking right now? Good. Kevin does peeking.
No, I'm not.
My eyes didn't see it.
Close my eyes. Didn't see it.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
So there's TNA for you.
It's hot in here. There you go. There's your TNA minute for all three of you that listen to TNA.
Yeah, I don't know what TNA needs to do to fix themselves, but I know it's a lot. Okay. They need to do something. I'm not sure what, but a lot of work needs to be done. Like I said, Joe Hendry is kind of like their shining star, and
they can't let
eventually
him go.
WWE is going to throw at least $1 million at him.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark and guess that's $1 million more than he's getting right now.
Oh, by
Hi,
far.
he might be getting a Subway sandwich on there.
Ooh. Actually, I really like the blue shorts. They remind me of the Honolulu blue. Speaking of the Honolulu blue, we should probably talk about football since we're just over the hour mark.
Bedcott Philly paper.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Great segue.
I know, that was one of my slower ones, but at the same time, I am so eager to hear about what you were talking about right before I was having issues with Audacity. You were like, we should say
Wait. I'd be lying if I didn't say I was excited to hear you talk about the Detroit Lions. There we go.
That was beautiful, Mike.
Mike.
Thank you.
Mike again proves that he's the hottest in the building.
God, why didn't he host this?
That's it, Mike. Next time, it's yours.
All right, start the episode over.
All right, we're starting over. Erase it.
Cut it. We're going again.
Well, now that we're on the topic, I'm very excited to hear your gentlemen thoughts. I know we touched on it for a short minute last week, but more footage has come out for College Football 25. I keep calling it NCAA football, but I fail to remember that NCAA has no affiliation with this game anymore, and I am so fucking thankful for that, because I have the same sort of mindset as one Pat McAfee, friend of the program, Pat McAfee.
Let's name.
NCAA as a program sucks. It is a terrible thing. They have a bunch of old whites running it, a bunch of people who are very out of touch, who should not be in power anymore. So I think the NCAA as a whole is bad, and I'm very glad that they are not sticking their old skeleton-looking fingers into this game. They released a trailer recently. Unfortunately, not any gameplay. It is majority cinematics. I'm going to say about half cinematics, but it looks good.
Yeah?
It looks so good.
I mean, they've had, 10 years to work on it?
The last college football game that came out was NCAA Football 14, which is released in 2013, I believe. So it has been
11 years.
a minute. It has been a long time.
Okay.
I don't know if either of you had a chance to look at it, but some people have pointed out all the small intricacies in it, and they're making it more real to what college football is now.
Okay.
You know, they're allowing more player customization. They're allowing you to be like, hey, you know, you're a skinny wide receiver. You know, you can have smaller shoulder pads. You can have, you know, the pants the way that the receivers have it in college. You can tuck your jersey up in hotter stadiums to like show off your midsection to sort of cool yourself off like players do. Like, if I'm going to play in fucking Alabama, you better believe I'm going to have my jersey rolled up so I can cool off. They do that type of stuff and actually think about all the intricate details and all of these traditions that they got with all these schools. Everything that they've shown has made me very excited, and all of the modes that they have announced is very, very fun as well. I would like to make the official first announcement on the 3 Count Out podcast that we will be doing a collective online dynasty mode with the 4 of us and maybe a special guest, as each of us will take over the reins of any one of the schools in NCAA college football world. We will take over the reins, become the head coach, and see if we can take them to the college football playoffs and win the college football championship, baby. I'm very, very excited, and I think that is going to be very fun. Because EA actually has good servers. They're a very shitty company when they want to be, but unlike 2K, they know how to make multiplayer servers.
Thank God.
They do know how to make multiplayer, but you're right. They are. If they actually do those in-game ads,
yeah, I'm not gonna be. If this was the old EA, they'd be like, "Wow, here's your Big Ten bundle. You have to pay, $50 to be able to unlock Michigan, Michigan State, Penn State, and Ohio State."
What is this? I've seen the jokey memes about it. Is EA actually planning having Whopper show up midway through a game or something?
I mean, not. I'm assuming what I'm thinking is that it's going to be like a cutaway bit at halftime, because McAfee has come out and said he has recorded lines for College Game Day. All these different announcers have said they've recorded so many extra lines outside of just the usual player reactions. So I'm assuming it's going to, whether it's quick play or a certain mode or whatever, I'm assuming they're going to make it as close to like an actual like TV experience is what I've pieced together. Again,
Which
nothing
sounds
confirmed
fucking terrible.
at all. I don't know. This is all just sort of hypotheticals
Okay.
at the moment. Nothing's been confirmed, nothing's been shown. We're just sort of going off of whatever we can think of at the moment.
Regardless,
What
I am
worries
also
me
very
is
excited
them
about this
going.
game.
Well, what worries me is them going, hey, for an extra but $30, you can get a game without ads.
Oh god.
Because again, like I said, they make great multiplayer servers, but EA is still a very shitty company, so I would not put that past them. Mr. You get to pay $50 to unlock Darth Vader.
Oh god.
Remember that shit.
Well, no, you could play the game for, I think it was something along the lines of an obnoxious 150 hours of gameplay gets you Darth Vader, so...
Yeah, you know.
If you live in the
so
game...
now we just got to play 300 football games to unlock ad-free mode.
Oh,
Of course.
God. I assume this is kind of like Madden, and especially now with you saying these intricate little details, that the stadiums, the home stadiums that you know a lot better than I do, are going to be very well done, look good, look great, feel good.
That I remember the one thing that you were saying, yet you enjoyed quite a bit, was actually seeing the different stadiums.
I do love that.
We were saying that more so in line of Madden.
I was saying, yeah, in terms of Madden, I love how every stadium is. You know, if you go to Ford Field, it's Ford Field. They have this. It's that they got that LED board that's to the back left. That's like the cylinder.
The cylinder column.
Yeah, and it feels like Ford Field, and that's why I like so much more. Because the reason I notice it more is because I play a lot of WWE games, which they don't do any of that, and not that they would have to, but it also, I think it shows a lot more detail when you could be like, oh yeah, it's if they were able to render SummerSlam at Ford Field and give it that big stadium feel, I think that'd be a lot cooler, and that's why I like Madden. So I appreciate that in all games that do that.
Yeah, the attention to
more
detail
to the point,
is going to be big.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, more to the point, it shows that you care.
Yeah.
Right? It shows that you're actually like, hey, we care about these cities that are a part of our game, instead of just like, fuck it, there's a place, generic stadium number 7. And go.
Then I would very much incline to, I mean, shit, if we're being honest, we could do a fucking live reaction to the trailer right now. I can send it in the group chat. We can just watch it.
Well, and that's all cinematic, so it's not going to be like, I want to see a gameplay one.
I know
where we get to see.
Yep. You want to see the actual game in play, but if Kevin's talking about seeing the difference and the details and the stadiums and this, that, and the third, the trailer they put out will showcase that tenfold. Because there's a big difference between playing at Michigan versus playing at Appalachian State.
See, that's cool. Did they at least render the Michigan State's head coach jerk office?
No. I'm willing to bet that they did not render him whacking off into a plant, unfortunately.
Although that would be great. You're playing at Michigan State, and in the back office back there, you just see him like peeking through the windows, going like,
You just hear
touchdown!
Regardless, it's going to be very good, and for those of you listening, we are going to try to do some content on the YouTube, youtube.com/3countedout podcast. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. We're going to try to get some actual video content going. If there's any chance that any of you haven't seen our faces yet, we're going to try to get some content on the YouTube going, so make sure you keep an eye over there for it, baby.
Actually, that is a good segue, yeah, because I do. There's a lot I'm excited for that, like especially NCAA. Shit, what is it called? It's
College Football 25.
College Football 25. Okay.
Yes.
I would have kept calling it NCAA if you did not say that.
Right.
I'm very
Is
excited.
it not NCAA College Football 25, or is it just College Football 25?
just college football 25.
So they're nowhere near it. So that's good, but then it's also EA, so it's good, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
It's good with quotation marks.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Right now, for me, the nostalgia of not having a college football game in over a decade is carrying me at the moment. But I'm also still holding my breath because it's EA.
Yeah.
I am very excited to see, like you said, I mean, more than most, like U of M, their stadium, I want to see that in game again. Because
Right.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
pretty fucking stadium,
Iconic.
and being able to play there again is just going to be so nice.
I mean, say what you will about their cheating head coach, but stadium's beautiful.
well, he's not their head coach anymore.
Well, you know who he's the head coach of? The Los Angeles Chargers, as we transition towards the NFL as the season is quickly approaching us, gentlemen. How are we feeling headed in towards the newest professional football season, baby?
I am so excited for Sunday nights. Like in general, I think I've said it. I think I've actually said it on this podcast before. Football is the one sport I can literally watch the Steelers and the Patriots and still enjoy the game I'm watching. Don't get me wrong. I will always watch the Lions, and I will never not watch the Lions. But I'm just so ready for football, and it sucks because summer just started, warm weather, but waiting for it. But now I'm like, all right, well, give me the fall, give me football, baby. I'm excited for this new season.
I do think we have hit the 100-day mark of being away from football starting up again. If not, we're pretty damn close to around 100 days. So the countdown has begun.
I was thinking, and I want to get, I guess, both your opinions. Now it's 3 games preseason for each team.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 3-game preseason.
With the Lions having this much of, like, especially after last year, people looking at them this much, what do you do with those 3 games? Do you play your best players? Are these 3 games literally going to be like they're not going to really try, but they do try? Is this they're trying out the new people that they just got? How do you play those 3 games for the rest of your season?
For preseason, it pretty much follows a formula. For maybe some teams do a whole first quarter, but for most it's like one possession or maybe 2 where you have your starters in, like, your big starters. So for us it'd be Goff, Amon-Ra, Hutchinson on defense, stuff like that. You would see them for a possession or 2, maybe a quarter, and then for the first game, the rest of the time it's second and third string.
Okay.
Then game 2, you have them in, those starters in maybe a quarter, maybe a whole half. Then it's second, third string. Then that third preseason game is when you get about 50-50 split even, where you want to make sure your starters are warmed up and ready and they're playing the way they're supposed to. And then you get them the fuck out of there. If you have a team like the Panthers or something, then all of a sudden they might play 3 quarters because they're going, please, somehow become good. Somehow become good. I know you're facing second and third string. Maybe we can win. And then they still lose.
Yep.
So you'll have a 50-50 split. And then once the season starts is when you really get the first string out there the whole time.
Okay.
But yeah, preseason, you want to make sure you never really, like I said, unless you're an absolutely garbage team, that is really like, a team that doesn't have a lot of great quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. They
might have their starter in the whole time to see if he's actually good. Because if you have a starter that's throwing 4 picks, you don't really want him in there, But for the most part, you keep your good players sitting. Those players that are pretty much guaranteed locks.
Mm-hmm.
Like Patrick Mahomes is probably only going to play a combined 3 quarters for the whole preseason, I would assume.
Okay.
If that.
Because they know they don't want to hurt him. Same with Travis Kelce. Matt Stafford might play a half of 1 game.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, he's getting up there in age. They don't want to hurt him either. So
Aaron Rodgers,
yeah,
single snap.
They're
oh
too
god, no!
scared.
Because all of a sudden he'll explode or something. But then he'll drink his kombucha or something and be okay. Whatever he does.
Sucking off lizards in a dark room in Argentina or something.
Yeah, doing
Yeah,
doing Aaron Rodgers things.
Aaron Rodgers tings, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Kevin's sort of like newer perspective on anything because all the questions he has is someone asking the same thing who's never seen the NFL before, and they're trying to learn and go through this at the same time. So it offers a very helpful perspective for hopefully some of the listeners eventually.
So I
Yeah,
try to be.
for preseason, the you're gonna if you want to watch preseason, you want to watch for two things. You want to watch to see how rookies do, because that can kind of give you a taste of like, okay, this guy's probably gonna belong and fit in here. And then you get the other ones where you're like, wow, it's preseason and this dude's already choking. Uh-oh.
Okay.
you know? So you get kind of that 50-50. And then you get the other one of like, okay, I get to see how our backups are. That way I can tell if our team has a shot if somebody gets hurt. And again, some teams do, like the Lions now have some depth, and then other teams don't, where it's like, well, if this person gets hurt, we are fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, do you play your the guys we just got? Like I'm like the main defense guys. Are they guaranteed starters, or is this like their try to be like, hey, this is your chance to show us that you could play in the in a real season? Like, do you use?
With them, they'll probably play about maybe a game and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. And
This
it'll really
is
be to see if they fuck up, not if they do
yeah.
good. Like if they
Mhm.
royally fuck up and choke is when they'll get taken out, or maybe they'll have to play more. But if they're doing, kind of what's expected of them, they're not going to be much.
Okay.
The preseason is mainly for the late round draft picks, the undrafted picks, and the free agent picks to sort of like we build depth, we pick the guys who we want because I don't know the exact number, but I'm willing to bet the amount of people at the Detroit Lions practice right now is probably around 80, 90 dudes. And they got to
Oh.
eventually cut that down to 53.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did
We,
not
we
know it was
picked
that
up,
extensive.
Yep.
yeah, for perspective, we picked up 15 undrafted free agents.
Yes.
Whoa.
And then
So
granted,
that's
even if they don't
15. Ooh, hold on. My headset just went wonky.
go, you're good.
No, I was going to say, so, we have those people that have zero proof. We have no clue what they do. I'm sure the offense, the coaching staff in the room does, but we have no idea. So it'll be a good chance to see them play.
Okay.
And even if they don't make the 53-man main roster, the Lions still, for whoever is a Detroit Lion right now, say for example, your line, I'm just using you for an example, your line, you're at practice right now, you make it through all 3 preseason games. They say, sorry, FGK, we're not going to have you on the main roster. However, they still get first dibs on you to sign you to the practice squad. So basically, you'll be, say for example, you're a quarterback. You'll be the practice squad quarterback that Aiden Hutchinson gets to practice against every day. Because they're not going to have starters on starters, because that's a surefire way for somebody to get hurt.
That makes so much sense. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
How much does I mean, I'm not sure if you know, but like, how much does if that case, like, is it? I'm sure it's still got to be like what, $100K a year to just play football.
I think league
It's
minimum for a starter, I think, is what, 250,000.
for a starter.
Okay.
So practice squad, you're probably at like
It's
maybe
livable.
75.
Okay.
Yeah.
To play.
Seven-
Okay.
75 is probably on the high end too. I was gonna say like 50.
Oh no, they're making more than
It's
that.
gotta be more than that. I mean, again, it's just to play football, but still.
Regardless, we are looking ahead down the barrel of an upcoming season, and we've done this already with college football. Time for the way too early NFL predictions. First things first, gentlemen. I want to real quick get your thoughts on the Lions' schedule, the way things were placed out. I personally don't hate it. I just don't like the fact that our bye week is so early. But looking at it, there's not really a bad stretch of games like we had last year. Like how there was so many games in a row that just sucked. Everything here is like, okay, maybe 1 or 2 difficult ones in a row, and then a break of like 3 to 4 winnable ones after that.
Okay, 2 questions. One, when is our bye week? What week is it?
Week 5.
Oh, wow, that is fucking early.
We are the first bye week alongside Philadelphia, ironically enough.
Damn, we're gonna have a lot to talk about on that podcast.
Well, yeah, that week is going to be boring for football for us.
Okay, wow, that is fucking early.
To the point of our schedule, this is the first time I think in the Lions' history, maybe since the 90s, I don't know, but that we are favored in the majority of our games.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. There are only 2 matchups where we are not favored, and that is when we travel to Houston, and then is when we go back to San Francisco. Every other matchup we are favored. So allegedly, Vegas has us going 15-2.
Wow. Okay.
Which I don't think is going to happen.
No.
But I'd be okay if it does.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
So real quick, I'm going to try to go as fast as I can because I have the schedule pulled up in front of my face. I'm just going to fire them off. Week 1, Rams at home. Week 2, Tampa Bay at home. Week 3, traveling to Arizona. Week 4, Seattle Seahawks at home. Week 5, bye week. Week 6, traveling to Dallas. Week 7, traveling to Minnesota. Week 8, Tennessee at home. Week 9, traveling to Green Bay. Week 10, traveling to Houston. Week 11, Jacksonville at home. Week 12, traveling to the Colts. Week 13, Chicago at home. Week 14, Green Bay at home. Week 15, Buffalo at home. Week 16, traveling to Chicago. Week 17, traveling to San Francisco. Week 18, Minnesota at home. So you see what I mean?
Yeah, we have kind of a weak ass schedule.
I'm happy with it because there's not really like a killer's gauntlet that we have to run through there. It's a couple difficult ones, then a break. A couple difficult ones, then a break. It's not bad the way things were laid out, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like I said last week, that the Chiefs are going to kind of limp around this year, and I think we're only playing them, in the playoffs, or the preseason, so
yeah,
that's nothing, and I think they're just going to kind of limp around. But, like, the Rams, that'll be a hell of a match, and it's our first one. That's going to probably set the tone for the season.
Yeah, big time.
Other than that, Seahawks, I hope we fucking murder them by about 54.
Which, fingers crossed we should, because there is no lesbian Ellen DeGeneres on the sidelines. Pete Carroll is dead and gone to the Seahawks as they have a new head coach coming in. I couldn't be fucked to tell you his name, though.
Did he go somewhere else, or is he done?
Pete Carroll, I believe he's taking a step back from coaching. I believe he is like a trustee on the board or some shit like that.
Okay.
I don't know. Regardless, the coach isn't Pete Carroll, so I do think that game is going to be different. And that game is our first out of 2 Monday Night Football matchups.
And the one I'm interested in, and you brought this up, Jackal, is how do you think Aiden Hutchinson is going to feel when he puts J.J. McCarthy in a fucking wheelchair?
It's going to
Because
feel
when we
weird.
face the Vikings, I'm assuming he's going to be starting.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to
think they're going to have Sam Darnold steer the ship? No. God, Minnesota.
Are you telling me you don't think he can? What? Actually, you know what's even worse is the last time I checked, Sam Darnold was the starter.
Oh, no. You know what? Keep him in there. Keep him in there.
The ones I'm concerned about are obviously the Texans and the Niners. Bears have a chance of being good this year. Not a high one, but a chance. But, man, the one that you didn't mention, the Packers are looking fucking scary still.
Yeah.
Jordan Love knows what he's doing now, and he's not nervous.
Yeah.
The team,
Week
I don't know.
Packers at Lambeau is definitely going to be week 9 and 10 are definitely like the scariest back-to-back games on there. Traveling to Lambeau and then traveling to Houston. That's a bad week back-to-back because granted most of these games are indoors and it is proven that Jared Goff does perform 10 times better when he plays in an indoor stadium as opposed to outdoors, because I believe he's only going outdoors 1, 2, 3 times this season, and one of them is in Santa Clara, so the Niners matchup is going to be warm as hell, so I don't think that one's going to matter.
Yeah.
But going to Lambeau and going to Soldier Field is going to be very rough for Jared Goff, because granted he performed well at Lambeau last year, but that happened in like week 3 and he got fucked up when he went to Soldier Field last year, so I'm hesitant on that one of being very confident for. Regardless, with all that being said, I've listed out our schedule. What do you think our record is going to be, guys? Because I will go out and say I think we are going to be one game better than last year. I see 13-4. I see 3 reasonable losses on here, and I see 1 loss coming from a team that I don't expect it to.
I honestly think that would
Who
be
were the 3
awesome.
reasonable ones? Texans, Niners, and then Packers?
I see Houston.
Yep.
I see San Francisco. I'm gonna give you a curveball here. I see Dallas again. I see going into Dallas and losing again because I don't trust fucking Jerry's World. And I think another one of those losses could be something like traveling to Chicago or like the Seahawks at home. Just one of those that you don't expect to win or don't expect to lose and then you end up losing.
What's one thing you can always rely on in the year, in a Lions season?
Getting screwed over by the refs in Jerry's World?
Oh, yeah.
We lose on Thanksgiving.
I forgot about that
who's
one.
Thanksgiving?
That's just so tiny text. The Bears.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate losing to the Bears.
So I think we beat the Bears. We faced them, twice. So we lose to them the first time, and then he comes back and upends Justin Fields and makes him cry like a baby.
So, Mike, give me a number then. Give me a number.
Oh, beans. I say we lose. I say, you know what? Fuck it. Even though I just said that, I say they reverse it this goddamn year, and for the first time, we get a Thanksgiving Day miracle. The Lions beat them, so I think we have 3 losses.
Woo!
Wow.
14-3 from Mike. Nice.
And that's only because we don't face some of the other big fucking hitters. But I think if they can stop Stafford, we win that match hands down. Because if they don't have a throwing game, they don't have anything. The Buccaneers have Baker Mayfield still, and Mike Evans,
and their defense got worse.
Yeah, the Seahawks, I think they go into that with revenge in mind, and they beat the absolute dog piss out of them. If they can stop Dak Prescott, if they can pick off Dak Prescott, which is doable because it's Dak Prescott.
Yeah, here we go.
I think that's fine. I think they smoke the Vikings every time. Titans, they better beat them by 67.
Yeah.
Jaguars better beat them by 106. Colts. Anthony Richardson is going to be injured again, most likely, so we don't have to worry about that.
By halfway through the season, yeah.
Yeah. Bills will probably be a bit of a challenge.
Bills don't have a defense, though.
Yeah, so I think we take that. So, yeah.
There you go.
I think all that is... 3. That's what I'm hoping.
Kevin, it's your turn.
I feel like we actually, if this, so many times I heard like we're gonna capitalize off last year. It would be a real shame if we just pissed it away. So I actually really want us to keep this momentum that we have. I feel like we have the potential to. I feel like last year they're like we were this close. I honestly forgot about the Thanksgiving game, but I am actually also going to agree with Mike. I think we're only going to lose 3 games. I feel like they have to go in Hungary and be like, if we actually have a chance of winning a Super Bowl, dare I say it, they have to have. They can't be like, well, we squeaked by in an 8-7. Like they have to make an impact and then carry that all the way.
So, since I know we're starting to get a little long in the podcast, I have a couple more early predictions. We'll just sort of go a little rapid fire with them. Who do you think is going to be in the NFC Championship game? I will go out first, and I'm going to say I think it is going to be a rematch again. I think it's going to be the Lions and 49ers running it back one more time.
What a
because
great
I think
comeback story.
Sorry, Era, listening to this back, I know you're editing this right now. I think Jason Kelsey retiring is going to affect the Eagles a lot more than people think right now.
I kind of think so too.
Why are you? What? Okay, we're whispering.
That's right, because he's just going to turn us up.
He won't be able to hear us if you whisper.
Right. Okay, NFC Championship game. Who do we think, fellas?
Well, you stole my answer, and I didn't want to say that. But
I'm just going to go for the three for on this one.
yeah, I mean, I don't see, because San Francisco is still, the exact same team as last year?
Pretty much.
Right?
I think
So,
they haven't really lost that.
Rocky Boy is only going to get better. Because whether people like it or not, he's a decent quarterback. He's young as shit. He got thrown in the middle of a fucking season, and he's just gotten better. They still have Christian McCaffrey, who is, one of, if not the best running back right now. They have a decent wide receiver core. I don't know, has that changed at all? I don't think so.
They picked up a random Joe Schmo out of Florida, I think. People weren't happy with the pick, but really it's still Ayuk and Debo and George Kittle,
which
the big three.
Which is just fine to throw to. You throw it down the field, one of them's going to be there. Their defense, if they improve their defense that team is going to be fucking dangerous. So, yeah, it's got to be Lions and Niners, I think.
Okay, let's see. Kevin went for the three-peat. Who do we think is going to be the worst team in the NFL this season?
So last year was the Panthers, correct?
Last year was the Panthers.
Which blows my mind because the Jets exist.
Which again, also very still could be the Panthers because someone did the math. It is cheaper for Panthers fans to actually buy tickets to go see every game live and in person as opposed to paying for all of the streaming services they would need to watch the games at home.
Oh,
it is cheaper for them to go to the stadium to watch. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Worst team in the NFL. Who you got?
Oh, man. I feel like I want to say Panthers, but I feel like that's just too easy of an answer. Like, there's no way they're going to be the worst again. Who was second worst last year? Who barely slipped by?
Was it the Patriots, the Giants, or the Jets?
I think it was the Redskins. Oh, sorry, Commies.
No.
The Commanders.
I thought really?
You know what? I'm just going to throw it out there because I don't know if he's still playing for him. But Tony D'Angelo, whoever's hey, that guy.
You think of the Giants.
Oh, the Giants. They're gonna be the worst team of the year. All right, they couldn't get the contract.
That is entirely possible.
They did lose Barkley, and they had very disgusting
Charles?
uniforms. Kevin, I don't know if you have a computer or anything Google in front of you right now.
Yeah.
Giants new uniforms.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Give that a search.
Oh, and I was wrong. It's Io against Lyra, by the way. Sorry for going off and going back to wrestling, but that's what it is. So I'm assuming Lyra beats Io. But...
Probably.
Oh, they're red now. Oh, that's nifty. Okay.
Doesn't it look so good?
Doesn't it look disgusting?
Wow, someone made that and went, oh yeah.
Blast said it looks like the jersey he would make in Create a Team when he was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you make like the Cleveland Bulldogs or something.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my God, that's not like Color Rush or something special for like a week. That's
Yeah, it'll be. I think it's like 100th anniversary uniforms that I think they're gonna wear
Oh, hey.
twice.
I know when the tag team championships are being defended
oh
What?
hey.
tonight.
Oh, that's right. Going on. I
Oh shit,
forgot.
Raw just started.
The Awesome Truth against Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh-wee.
Okay.
Okay, so
And the crowd goes mild.
all right, so
Well,
it,
Mike.
it went from like cool to oh cool.
Who do you think the worst team of the NFL is going to be next year?
Couple questions.
Yep.
The high quality New England Patriots, they drafted
Drake May.
Drake May, so he's probably going to start.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, they don't have anybody else on offense, correct?
No. No.
I mean, but the Panthers are so bad.
Mhm.
Uh,
Didn't even get a first-round draft pick this year.
but the Giants have no running back, correct?
Nope.
They have what quarterback?
Daniel Jones.
Oh
And-
yeah, the superstar Daniel Jones. That's
Good
right.
old
Tony
Dan Jones.
Danza backing him up.
Yeah, hold me closer, Tony Danza. That's right. Oh boy,
Mhm.
man. Woo.
Oh yeah.
I have hope in my heart that the Panthers somehow get better because man,
Oh,
we as Lion fans have been there, and it is not a good feeling. So hopefully the Panthers pull something out of their ass, and I say, sorry, Rain, it's either going to be New England or the Giants because I mean both those teams are pretty garbage. And
Mhm.
New England has no running back. I don't think they have any wide receivers, so it's probably going to be New England.
Yeah, you're forgetting the biggest piece of all that they're not missing. Fucking no Bill Belichick for the first time since the mid '90s. That
Yeah.
team is going to be atrocious this year. And for the sake of being different, I'm going to go ahead and say the Panthers run it back,
Oh,
being the
boy.
two back-to-back years of being the worst team overall.
I don't want it to be because again, like we had a team that had the worst record to ever happen ever, and you know it feels not good. So when
No.
you have a team that's the worst in the league, like you don't want that again, and
No.
hopefully the team doesn't want that again. But they have Bryce Young, who's everybody says he's bad. I just think he doesn't have a team. They have Chuba Hubbard, who's okay.
Got the best name in the league, though.
Jesus Christ.
Chuba Hubbard, it is
Yeah,
great.
dude, it's a good name.
Deontay Johnson, who's fine. Again, not a superstar, but he's there. Adam Thielen, who's 106 now, something like that.
No, you ain't
Still
young.
chugging along though.
Yep.
Xavier Legette. Woof.
Oh yeah, he the one that told like it is now.
And then their tight end that everybody knows, Tommy Tremble.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
That guy.
Oh yeah,
That guy.
that guy.
And then a defense. Jadeveon Clowney's still playing? I had no idea.
You're still living.
I just learned something today. Look at that.
All right. Last one I have for the way too early because the Panthers, they're still floundering about even if they are just turning into retirement home at this point.
Yeah.
Does Aaron Rodgers finish the season without any sort of drama or any incident occurring on or off the field?
Hell no.
I'm going to say no.
Not even close.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not. No. Probably not. I thought you were gonna say like, is he gonna bust his ankles? Even then, I'd be like,
Does Aaron Rodgers' Achilles make it through the season?
who wants the over the under? We should actually did make that a thing.
Does Aaron Rodgers last longer than 4 plays this season?
Actually, hold on. We should all
Really, it's going to be
guess
does his
the
mouth
amount
get
of
him in trouble
games.
first, or does his body break down?
the amount of games you think Aaron Rodgers is going to make it this season.
Oh, all right. I like that one better. I like that one better.
I don't know if I'm doing it the easy way or if I'm giving him too much credit. I'm going to say he makes it to his 6th game and not a 7th.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers, game 6. Mike, where would you like to put your line at? He's thinking.
He's thinking
I
hard.
think
He's
I think he makes it 9 games, but I just don't know if it's going to be his mouth that gets him in trouble first, or if his body breaks down.
If it's Achilles goes. I'm gonna say game 1. All right, there we go. There's our way too early NFL predictions. Gonna lock
Damn,
those
zero
away.
faith in. He's just going to walk on the field and go.
Gonna lock those away in a vault, and we're gonna open those back up again. Once
Wait,
we get
wait.
into the playoffs.
I'm going to say if he does get injured, it's not going to be his Achilles. It's going to be his shoulder.
Oh no, his throwing arm.
He's going to get he's going to get fucking rocked, land on his arm and go, no, ouchie, I got a boo-boo, and then he's going to be out.
Ouchie, I got a boo-boo.
If only my
Mhm.
last pass as a Green Bay Packer wasn't to hit Detroit Lions safety Kirby Joseph. Oh no, anything but that.
My stars.
Well, I don't know about you fellas, but I'm spent. I'm good.
I think we're good because that's nearing the 2-hour mark. I'm sorry, Era.
Oh no!
Hey, just in time for us to watch Era's favorite person, Braun Breaker.
Oh,
Hey, all right.
all right. Well, let's take it on home. Mike, get us out of here.
Well, it's been a fun time. We had a good run today. This was a good 2-hour one for celebrating 20
Actually, yeah.
episodes.
Yeah, it's okay that it was 2 hours because this is the 20th special. All right.
Now, if you two don't mind, while we celebrate 2 hours, I am going to just stare longingly into the night. Hopefully, nobody sneaks up behind me. But I'm just gonna observe the weather. It is so nice outside.
He's
It
just
is nice out.
clouds. So I'll just quick do this then. If you enjoyed
So
everything
nice.
that you heard today, make sure you give us 5 stars on Spotify. It really does help us out. Rate us. Give us a thumbs up. I believe we got a Q&A running right now. Make sure you drop your Q's, and we'll give them some A's. Follow the 3 Counted Out podcast on any social media platform where you see fit. We are on Twitter. We are on TikTok. We're not on Instagram because we don't have any pictures to post there, unfortunately. We're also on YouTube, the 3 Counted Out podcast. Give us a subscribe. Like I said earlier, you can expect some more videos coming down the pipeline. We'll be doing some NCAA college football videos. Maybe we'll do a little Madden videos because I think there's a bundle where you can get both Madden and college football with some extras as well that I was looking at.
$150.
Yeah.
It's basically the cost of 2 full games with $10 for any extra bits you want. If
Oh
you
my,
enjoyed-
extra bits.
If you enjoyed what I did today, you can send all your thoughts and prayers to my Facebook account because that's where I just graduated college today. All of my aunts and uncles are very proud of myself. Or you can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/JackalJoker or subscribe to the YouTube at youtube.com/JackalJoker.
If you've enjoyed just listening to me and you want to watch more, I keep trying to post more, but gosh be darned if it isn't just annoying. Regardless, you can follow me at youtube.com/FireGuyKev. We'll also be posting videos there and then also helping to upload videos to our, like Danny said earlier, the YouTube. We're going to get that up and rolling. I'm very excited for it. So, gentlemen, for the 20th show, I will say that was a fun one. That was a good one.
No, hold on.
No?
God, Kevin, it's...
I'm still just looking at the sky, just
Yeah, Mike-
enjoying.
I guess I'm
Mike's just happy to be here. If you like hearing my voice and you want to watch them play stuff, either go to twitch.tv/JackalJoker or YouTube /FireGuyKev. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on staring at the sky with my back turned to the both of you.
Why did he say that facing the other direction?
I don't know why he said he's staring at the wall.
You know what? We're celebrated today. 20 episodes. It's a big milestone for a podcast. I'm just going to leave him there.
No, know
I'm
what?
just going to leave him there.
I have something better. Grab his left leg, I'll grab his right leg. Get him right now, come on! Put him on. Come on. All right, we got him.
Hey, It's over!
Wow, what an episode that was. The tail end of the 2-hour mark, yeah, and they said they're sorry. And they should be. Listen, they already did an outro, so I'm going to keep it short. But one of the things Jackal forgot to talk about is we're going to have a video coming out soon in WWE 2K24, some My Faction. There may possibly even be some My GM mode coming out. Make sure you guys keep an eye out on all of our socials. If you're listening to this the weekend it comes out, the weekend of the first weekend of June, actually, if you're listening to this, we are at Colossal, me and Jackal. We are at Colossal Con in Sandusky, Ohio. So come say hi. If you see us spreading out business cards or stickers or whatever, come over and say hi. But we'll be over there. So keep an eye out on all of our social media for really anything coming down the pipeline, because we're going to be recording a whole lot of stuff there. There's going to be a whole lot of TikToks coming out. Maybe, possibly, even a live stream over on the youtube.com at 3 Counting Out Podcast. Maybe even some interviews coming out. It's going to be wild. There's some crazy stuff happening going on behind the scenes. But yeah, man, hey, we made it through the 2-hour mark. Next week, I'm also not in the episode, but I'll see you guys in the beginning for the start, I guess. I don't really know how to end these because they already did the pin too. So I just gotta stop talking. But I like seeing the episode, the minute length at the end go up. I like watching that go up. So listen, I did take some notes. I wanted to provide some notes here. First of all, Jackal, I want to say, Hardy, fuck you for saying that Jason Kelsey leaving is going to affect the Eagles. Go fuck yourself. You don't know what you're talking about. Go Birds. I also wanted to talk about how they think the Panthers are going to be the worst team in the NFL. I also agree. I think we're going for a 3-peat hat trick. I think we can all jump on the Panthers, either them or maybe the Patriots, just because they don't have Bill Belichick. Like they don't really got anything left, you know. Like I don't really know what's going on with the Patriots. Also, sorry that Jackal said Redskins. He meant the Washington Commanders. I think he caught himself. I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really care to go back to listen. Let's see, what else do I have here? I think that's it. I think that's all my notes. Besides just Jackal, Kev, Mike. If you're listening to this, don't record 2 hours again, please. But hey, listen, we'll see you guys next week. Love you so much. Bye.